Nope. Good morning. It's Saturday, May 8th.
A lot of the trips Connie and I would take to these areas would be we would always go do a wine tour.
Yeah.
Local wineries. Sample what they had.
I think my room was the one to the left of that Grayson Highlands sign. Places for sale if anybody wants to buy. On the beautiful creek. Anyway, that's a general store in there, deli, and resupply stuff, even antique. And just go through this gate back here to get to your room upstairs. So it's a nice little place. Cool.
What are you going to try to? What wine are you going to try to?
This is part of the property of the gas station. He grows a lot of plants. He said he's starting a vineyard. He's selling this property so he can start a vineyard a few miles up the road, producing Pinot. Not sure if that's some of his vines. See, he's experimenting with. But pretty pretty right here on the banks of this little river. We are back at Grayson Highlands, starting our walk back to the trail, half mile back to the trail, or 6/10 of a mile. And it's nice and sunny, almost where we were. Now it's temps in the 30s, the wind is blowing hard. We can see the clouds moving in, so we're hoping we stay dry. It hasn't rained as of right now. Alright, this is called Rocky. I saw one pony this morning. That's it so far. I didn't see it. Yeah, it goes that way. I see the blades down here is to the right. Interesting path across this water. This rocks, but it is the right way, and there's plenty of stepping stones. Just kind of a total change of scenery. I think we just came down that mountain. 4.5 miles in, a section of the trail called Scale. This is pasture. Remember the farm we used to own it? This thing. Wow. Beautiful views though. Some delicious hot dogs and some chips. About to grab some.
Did you get some trail chocolate yet?
I'm getting ready to. You have a trail name?
Mr. Clean.
Mr. Clean?
All right.
All right. Not yet. Not yet. Okay. Well, thank you. This is awesome. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Yeah. All right. We just left our trail magic, and right away, before we started uphill, we come across this awesome little stream and bridge. There's so many of these out here. I don't get tired of them. But look at this tree growing out of this rock. How does that work with his root system? And what's gonna keep him from blowing over one day? Probably nothing. So anyway, starting uphill. 3 miles to our destination or so. Boy, this is the absolute quietest and warmest it's been all day. Of course, I've been going for a little over 6 hours and 15 minutes, 13 miles. And almost to a shelter within half a mile. But came over Scales Mountain or Bald or pasture, I'm not sure, meadows. It was brutal up there. The wind was like crazy. It was a mile and a half of just exposed. It was just grass. And I was glad to get through there even though the sun was out. Fortunately, we haven't had any rain today. It's just, I'm in this nice, beautiful, serene setting. Coming up on a shelter that, from what I read, finding level 10 sites may be a challenge. So hopefully we're able to, Pinto is behind me here a little bit, able to settle in okay. We've been far enough for today. Still on track to be in Bland on May 15th. And then Pinto's wife is picking us up. We will stay in a hotel there in the Bland area. Then they're going to drop me off in Charlotte the next morning and home from there. All right, 7 o'clock, things wound down. That's the trail going north up to also the shelter where we had dinner and stored our food, our campsites. And temperature's only going down to 43 now. And rain has been removed from the forecast, and tomorrow's sunny and hot, up to 70. So it's gonna be a good day. We're just doing 9 miles, so it won't be hard at all.